Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with
Mr. O.
messy hair.
And
me, Banshee, with maybe better hair, but just a mess today.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, you're welcome.
I was just going to say, we bring the light. But you
We
ruined
bring
that
the
for me.
snow, too.
But you ruined that for me,
Oh no. I feel so bad. Sorta, kinda, Mr. O. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing all right. Oh my goodness, Kate, you are number one in the room. Am I
Hi,
seeing
Kate.
that right?
Hi, Angel. Hi, Laura. Hi, everybody.
How's everyone? I hope
Blue.
everybody's doing well. My back is better, but it's not perfect. So I'm still kind of hobbling around, which is why I didn't get the backdrop up, and I decided, hey, let's take a look at the snow outside. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. All right.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
You know, I'm just...
We got them at our local regional supermarket store called Meijer.
I don't know. Are they regional or are they national?
I don't even know.
I don't either.
But thank you.
Hey, Laura. Going through the list. Hi, Angel Rivera.
So it is a smaller list, so, you know.
Oh, bah. You know how it goes here.
I'm helping Violet keep hope alive.
Bly's here. Bly is here. All right. Well, it's been kind of a crazy week for us with our birthday anniversary. We've got a new TV. Our wonderful son bought us a TV, a 32-inch, but that's the size we have that fits our our clunky entertainment unit. We're thinking of moving it on someday and mounting the TV to the, wall, but we haven't done that, and this actually works perfectly. It was just such a wonderful gift. It's just great. I told him the next gift has to be a new car. Which, of course, he kind of glared at me, but, Yep, Mr. Monster, he set everything up for us perfectly, so everything is working everywhere. Mysteriously, we could not get some of our streaming things to work on our old TV down here, but mysteriously, upstairs, it's not working?
No, I'm just laughing at
it seems to be working. It's just the weirdest
the silliness
thing.
of it all.
Anyway, I know. So now we've got everything set up the way we want it to. So all we need is our internet service provider not to let us down and keep having us get downtime. So far, so good.
So far, so good. So let's do our card of the day and get going.
Hey, let's do. And so, Mr. O, do I just, hold it up here or something? I am doing the Season of the Witch. There it is.
Well, we could also do it here,
Oracle
too.
cards. Well, you're busy, I see. Season of the Witch Oracle cards by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz. We're getting into the season here. Ho, ho, ho. So I would have had this stuff out on Thanksgiving, but of course we are not going to be here. We are going to take the day off and have a nice dinner and relax because we're working Saturday at an event in person. So there'll be no happy hour either, but it's our last Saturday event of the year, we're pretty sure. So if weather permitting, we get there.
Right, there's always that possibility we might bail.
I know. We may have to bail on it if the weather's bad, and you might see an impromptu happy hour or something.
We don't do SUVs, so it's just wherever the little old rust bucket car can get us to.
All right, Mr. O, I'm going to cut and let you pick one. I love the vibrant green on these cards and the nice green trim. It's very, very nice and festive.
Oh my goodness, it's so pretty.
It is. The Wise Men.
Number 42.
Okay.
If it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose.
Ah. Wow, the numbers are so small on here, I can hardly read them. That's a little problem. I hope they have an index because that would make life so much easier. There we go. 126. The wise men guide you to use your logic and intellect at this time. There are times to be driven by the heart and emotion, but there are also times when your convictions, beliefs, and what you know to be right serves as your North Star. This is one of those times. Pulling wise men is a sign that you need clarity of mind to navigate your situation. Do not allow emotion to color your judgment. Be decisive and take control of your situation. Pulling the Wise Men card is also a sign that you are ready to step up and be the leader for others to follow. Wise men may also come to a reading to represent a person in your life who has considerable power and authority. This person may be a lawyer, a mentor, a financial advisor, or teacher who has the experience needed to guide you on your path. If you do not have someone in your life who fits this description, you are being guided to find someone to call on for advice. Having a wise sage in your corner is always a good idea. Right. So, very nice card. This is a time, and hey, this is Black Friday week, people. Now, I'm just saying, use your intellect and, be frugal. Be careful how you spend your money. There's great deals out there, but like I said, and I think the card of the day today I sent out, if you're going to put everything on that credit card, then I have to ask, especially if you can't pay it off in the same month, where's the savings? Where's the savings if it's going to, have that, what do you call those, finance charges attached to it? So be careful, be wise, like the wise men. All right, that's what we have for everybody today.
So before anybody starts asking, we have Mr. Sunman up here behind me. You can see some of the reddish orange. He's asleep in his little cat house. We want him to stay that way.
Cat tree.
The cat tree.
And yes, he is. And
Kate is up.
Kate is up, I think. Yes,
right.
Thank you, Mr. O.
Yes, there he is.
There is the Sun Man. He's been behaving today. They've all been a little better today. And yesterday, I think about the food thing, although they were bothering me a little bit into the late night hours. Whenever I'd go in the kitchen, a couple of them would follow me and say, is it food time? I could just see by the look on their face. Is it food time? No. Sadly, no. So hopefully Sassy will lose some weight out of this. That's the hope.
That's the goal.
All right, Kate, let's see what you got. What's your question? And I think I'll go first with my Sufi Tarot.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be nice.
I guess I have all this room now. My gosh, this is wonderful. I know it won't last. Oh, I'm going to move these over here too so I have them in case. Well,
so it sounds like it's a question about where to look in developing skills, new or
otherwise.
Enhancing skills you already have.
Well, let's see what it looks like. Let's see if we get any clues here.
And yeah, they do want the midnight snacks. No, they're pretty snoozed out by then, but They want those 5 a.m., 6 a.m. snacks.
Well, no, I'm up till midnight and beyond, and some nights.
Oh, they're bugging you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to have to try to adjust my schedule because their begging is sad. And I can't give in, If I see progress, and I haven't done it yet, but I plan on giving them some treats once in a while during the long day when their dishes are put up top too after their feeding time. And just to make them feel a little better and special. But until I see some progress, I'm going to hold off for a little bit. Maybe around Thanksgiving, we will, on Thanksgiving, we'll do that.
Yes, it is.
It's a wide deck, let me just say. And of course, because it's a thicker cardstock too, this cardboardy kind of cardstock, it makes it a little bit more clunky to shuffle.
Yeah, this is not my favorite.
I mean,
here.
if you got to give me a wide deck, make it thinner.
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara.
We put a stay asleep spell on Sunny, but now it's probably going to break.
Yeah, I know. He's up in the cat tree right by us
Right
here.
there.
Hi, Jano.
Hi, Jado.
I have some big things planned for next month, so we might be hibernating at home and not doing any outdoor events, but there will be stuff coming for TFT. Stay tuned. Okay, well, we got the 8 of Wands reversed. Don't tell me they'll all be reversed again. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. They are. Doggone it.
I'm warning you, Kara. I'm warning you.
So, Kara,
What's that?
that is the Lovers.
Oh, okay. And they're all reversed. Well, a lot of this looks like some of this is talking about decisions that probably were not the right ones or were balanced against different needs that maybe you had to make a judgment call on. So I don't know what that means in relationship to skills. It could be saying that sometimes maybe it is better to consider the longer road here. That's the 8 of Wands reversed. That this may be saying rather than making hasty decisions or wasteful ones, you may have to consider it from a longer perspective. And maybe in terms of looking for or generating new skills or enhancing skills, some of this involves a really critical look at yourself where maybe you really have to be all out harsh on yourself. But the idea really is underneath that is that you are your own best critic. Most of us are. And if you can do that, if you can take that really specific critical look at yourself, you may be able to analyze your patterns and see where either it is about skill enhancement or maybe it's about some other factors in terms of access to jobs or how you operate in certain environments. And then finally with the Lovers reverse, this is saying that maybe sometimes some things look a lot better than they end up being. So if you are looking at courses or classes or systems that provide a skill level or a certificate, look it over carefully because some things may promise you some access but maybe won't really qualify in terms of what they should. I don't know.
Well, I think right now, Kate, it's really funny because this time of year can be funny. A lot of times people are laying people off and job market kind of tightens a bit. We see that in the what do you call it? The technology sector right now. So this might be, not clear right now because of that. But you are talking about skill assessment here, and I have to agree with a lot of what Mr. O said. But this 8 of Wands is saying to me, you have to make, and these two cards, together. You have to make better choices of where you are spending your energy, and that you have to make sure you're not spinning your wheels on things that may have been pipe dreams. Maybe, like for example, you always wanted to be an astronaut. Well, at this stage in life, that might not be a good idea. So you really have to weigh what you feel you are capable of at this point and what is practical for you and move forward. I really see that clearly here. So there are a lot of things, woulda, coulda, shouldas that, hey, I even wanted to be. Sure, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a reporter. I wanted to be actually, on TV news. Problem with that is I really did not have the voice for TV news. I have a lisp. I have the perfect, representative of the person on TV news. So you have to balance the decisions that you make in life with what's real.
But you were blonde enough once.
Maybe. Maybe.
You were.
And so it's interesting though, Kate, because I saw all this and I said, well, I wonder what the bottom of the deck says, And what do I get?
The moon.
The moon.
And it's upright.
It's a beautiful card in this deck. I like that moon. But that's really interesting that we have the moon in this reading, because none of this looks like a lot of clarity here of where you should actually pursue your knowledge, your skills. And I think right now, the moon being upright is saying things are uncertain. Things are very unclear, So if this, maybe has to do with the fact that, there are other things you need to check after first. I don't know if there's, say, health concerns interfering with your ability to take something else on at this time. If there's something else, that's blocking you being able to do that. The other thing is, when I look at these two cards, Mr. O, and this idea of, not necessarily making the most positive choices, maybe it's time either to find a career advisor or to talk, if you're interested in taking classes, say, at a community college or through some program, to talk to advisors there, to get some advice from somebody outside of yourself to figure out what's going on right now. What do you say to that?
I kind of like that idea. And of course, to some degree, I know in the Lenormand, the moon talks about success too. In this context, maybe it's just saying there's something here to find out more about. Like maybe we can't tell you exactly where to go, but that idea is out there, is that you do need to keep searching or keep trying to apply yourself towards that mystery.
Yeah, some cards, can kind of give us a clue, but I'm not seeing it here.
I mean, with swords, it could be saying something that's maybe a little bit more science or logic based.
Yeah.
With wands, it could be saying it's something that's maybe more people based, like maybe it's more management to some degree, or maybe it's just more networking kind of stuff.
Well, I personally, sometimes in career readings, when we're looking for, the type of career or place you should go, I like to look at the court cards a lot if they pop up. And that's the only one we have. Yeah. And so I agree with you. It could be something either analytical, scientific, or possibly legal.
Right, paraprofessional of some sort.
Right.
Give me the tiles.
Oh.
I know, it just happened to come, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Really? Okay. Keep looking. Keep looking also at jobs as well as, training opportunities. Because right here, this is saying a new beginning is possible with some employment or career, at least employment.
It's the stork and the fox.
Yeah, the stork and the fox. Stork is about, hey, birthing something new, babies, right? New beginning. And the fox is about being employed. It's like a place of employment. So maybe something will turn up for you, if you keep hope alive, keep looking, and also maybe explore things that may have a training element to it, that they will train on the job.
because of these cards and because of my intuitive sense, I get the feeling like maybe the opportunity might present because of somebody you know, a friend or an associate. It may be possible that maybe you were once before a co-worker with them, or you knew them in some sort of business association, and I sort of feel like the opportunity may come up through networking through this person that you may know or be friends with. All right. And that's what we have.
Yep. I see a Max has joined us too. Welcome, Max. We've got you on the
Three
list.
boring foods and make something good.
Here, I want this. I'm going to fold it a little bit.
3 boring foods. Well, you sure have a stumper for me. 3 boring foods. Some people, I don't know. To me, I don't think foods are boring, but sometimes I think foods are regrettable. Like
we have some of those books still, don't we?
for some people, Brussels sprouts may not be boring. They just might go straight to regrettable.
I have some parody books on cooking and
You're
food,
welcome, Kate.
and I have a little humor section at home. Gotta laugh.
I'm
sometimes.
intrigued with this, Kara. I'm going to have to think about it because it is a challenge.
Hey, you're welcome, Kate. I'm sorry we couldn't get very specific, but that's what the cards have. Feel free, if nothing has changed for you, to ask that same question in another week or two, and we'll see what pops up.
And we wouldn't be library people if we didn't tell you to maybe check out your public library if you can. A lot of times they have some really good individuals who can help you locate items that might help you brush up a resume or brush up, your approach to seeking a job, as well as other skill levels. They're not counselors per se, but they are probably really good at detecting and helping you find resources for a job search.
And not only that, if you need something to get by, libraries often have, entry level jobs. Yeah, it's shelving, it's stuff like that.
It's part-time.
It's working the circulation desk and stuff like that. But, it's pay and
it's pleasant
steady work.
people and surroundings.
Yeah.
And hey, your taxes pay for it. You get to borrow DVDs or other materials. It's kind of a win-win.
Yeah. All right, that's what we have for you, Kate. Good luck. Good luck with your
Adult
searching.
cabbages. You've made me see that in a whole different way. I'm thinking like, are they wearing racy clothing? What's going on here, Kara?
Carrie, you are silly. I love it. All right, so it's Mr. O's deck, and we're on Buddy.
Buddy Blue says, what does God want them to know?
Okay.
All right, good question.
Oh, Brussels sprouts. Oh, no.
I said it first.
Ah.
Adult cabbages.
You did.
They're actually baby cabbages, I guess.
I don't know what they
They're like
are,
little
but
small
they
things,
don't appeal to me.
They're baby cabbages that think they're
And you know
adult.
what? I've never liked cabbage. I don't eat coleslaw. I never liked cabbage.
Well, this explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
All right, buddy. I'm ready to hand these off to the Banshee.
Thank
There you
you.
go. You're welcome. Hey, could anybody tell me out there if they think that our sound quality sounds a little different? Like maybe better, or like maybe the sound seems to be clearer, or anything different? I'm running an experiment. I just want to see if somebody else detects what I kind of saw. I love coleslaw on most things. I love coleslaw on a good Reuben. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I would like it on a hamburger, too. I like it.
Oh, it's a little quieter than usual.
You certainly may, Libra. Hey,
Libra.
Do you think I should turn it up then? It does sound better, though. Like there's something different about the actual quality, maybe. Does that make it too loud?
Oh, Libra's not getting notifications. Oh.
I'm sorry about that.
Huh.
You might have to check into it just to see. Thank you, Laura. I think my experiment worked then. I had recorded something and I did this new technique, and then when I listened to the recording, I said, that sounds pretty good. So I thought I would try it live. Well, thanks for the feedback, guys.
There.
Okay, Buddy Blue.
We saw these ugly sweaters at the store. We've got this stuff. I've been thinking about it. I always wanted an ugly Christmas sweater, but one of them actually isn't so ugly to me as it is maybe just a little gaudy. It's a Snoopy. It's a Charlie Brown sweater. I would love that.
Okay, Buddy Blue, your first card is the reversed Ace of Pentacles.
Ooh.
Followed by the reverse Seven of Wands. And then we have the upright moon. And we had the moon in Kate's reading. This is a different tarot version of the moon. So what does
I'm gonna
God...
let you go, but unless you want me to.
what does God want you to know? Well, it is possible that from some points of view, one of them could be saying that, and I can relate to this because I think I've had some charts, biorhythms, whatever, that said that sometimes success on those financial or material levels may really be an overall struggle in your life, that you may never really achieve what you really hope to, that there may be some delays in that. And so therefore God may be saying you should have an attitude to some degree of acceptance or understanding that it may not be you. It may just be the circumstances that are going around you. To kind of correlate with that is that reverse Seven of Pentacles, which in my mind, this goes more to what I've been told by biorhythms, that sometimes you can fight or try to strive really hard for your goals, and either you don't reach them or they're never appreciated in the way you feel they should. And that's something I get to, is like sometimes I feel some of the things I've done just never feel as appreciated as I really had hoped that they would be. And that kind of can be hurtful. And so maybe God says you just have to understand that you can't rely on what other people say to buoy you necessarily. You have to believe in yourself, really. And maybe that's what the moon says here, because the moon is a sign of fortune and brightness, and maybe it is a sign of mystery. And maybe the mystery is, God says, believe in yourself no matter what path you walk. If you think you walk a different path than other people, it's okay.
Well, buddy, I think, I think God wants you to know that when circumstances don't go your way, when things fail, you've tried, you fail, and life circumstances bring you down. There are things in life that just pull at us and bring us down. And, God wants you to know that, you just tap into your inner wisdom, tap into your into your inner self, and draw the strength to persevere. There are a lot of things in life that will pull us down, and a lot of setbacks that we have to face. But we always have ourselves and our inner knowledge to guide us through this. And we have to trust that. God wants you to trust yourself more and your wisdom to pull yourself out of any difficulties that you may face.
And just like with Kate, Banshee felt compelled to draw the bottom card, or maybe it was some sort of compelling. And I did too. Just now as I grabbed these, I said, I want to see the bottom card. And it's Judgment upright. And I think this is saying God ultimately finds you're a good person, and that they believe, you are on the right path, even if you don't always feel you are, or that you are doing the right thing, even if you don't think you know that, and you think you want to know what God feels for you. Trust yourself too.
Well, and if I had to look at that card in context here, I would say God wants you to think about this too, that when these things happen in your life, consider them a wake-up call, but not a wake-up call to shock you or to hurt you or to like some bad karma situation. Consider it a wake-up call that it is time to reawaken or transform your life in some way. So this is not a time to fall into the depths of despair because things don't go your way. It's a time to lift yourself up and renew and refresh yourself to face, to face the challenges ahead.
Lenormand.
Lenormand.
Alrighty, so finally then we draw the Lenormand. Oh, I love it. It's nice. Unless she blows it and draws the bad one.
I got this again.
So
I guess I'm foxy today.
You're foxy every day, dear. So I drew the stars.
Just put it down.
And then Banshee drew the fox.
Yeah. So, I don't know, if this is about employment or if this is about something else in your life. But this shows possible hope and, success in career matters or finances. God says the other thing is actually, now that I think about this is a more general message from God. The fox talks about being smart, being crafty, and it's saying here, God is saying here, be smart and crafty, and you will, there is reason to hope. Be smart and crafty and create your own hope, create your own success.
I keep hearing the word destiny in my head,
Destiny.
and I think that this message is God wants you to know there is a destiny for you, and it's a good one, it's a hopeful one, and maybe some of the challenges that seem deceptive at times, that's the fox, are only meant really to bring you closer towards finding this destiny. You can't get there without a challenge.
Yeah. I like it.
All right. Thanks,
Look at
Buddy
that,
Blue.
buddy. All right, we're on Lena.
A general reading for the next 6 months. Yes, sure, Libra.
Sure, Libra, go ahead. Okay, so Lena, the next 6 months.
Hi, Vivi.
Is it finances or general?
I think she said general.
General, got it.
You're welcome, buddy.
I'll be shaking up my decks next week again.
Happy Thanksgiving, Libra. Thank you so much for that, too.
Oh, thank you, Libra. Hope you have a good one.
Hi, V.
Hey, V. We'll get you on the list. It's a shorter list today, so we're moving along. But
Violet, keep your hands in front of you where we can see them, or pretend we can see them, because we're not letting you say anything about the list.
I mean, there are names in front of you, but it's not as long as it normally is on a Sunday.
But I think I kind of warned you in the beginning.
So everybody, we do have
Happy Turkey Day.
a video on our page that reminds everybody we will not be here Thursday or Saturday this week. This is it.
It's a general for finances for the next 6
Oh,
months. Thank
okay.
you. We're sorry about that.
Sorry about that, Violet. Oopsie. All right. We are taking Thanksgiving off. Hey, we haven't done it in the years we've been doing this so far.
Yeah.
So we've been pretty much here. And now we've got decisions about Christmas Day and New Year's because that is also on a those are on Sundays this year. So I don't know. I might do New Year's and not Christmas or one or the other. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll duke it out on this end here.
Well, the simple reality is that we don't have a lot of family things that we go to for holidays anymore.
Right.
Our family is either gone or too far away for us to do that day of connect.
But we have done things on Christmas. At Christmas Eve, our son usually comes by with the granddaughter, and we get together with them and his wife, and we
Yeah, that was really fun last year.
it was fun last year. We had a great time. And then the next day, before COVID, Christmas Day, we used to go to a movie during the day with friends of ours and have Chinese dinner
Chinese
out.
food.
So it's not like we are just sitting here bored. Hey, it's the Four of Swords reversed. Ooh, I like this, Lena. And I always like this one in his deck. It's beautiful. It's the Star upright. Hey, Lena, this looks good, and you asked for finances, the Page of Pentacles, upright. Finally, I know lately we've been giving you some kind of negative financial readings. Now, you have been asking for 3 months. You've been asking the end of the year. We did ask sometime into the next year, I seem to recall. This one for the next 6 months looks a little bit more optimistic. So I wonder if it's going to take the better part of 6 months to get there, but let's take a look at this. Right here with the Four of Swords reversed, it looks as though there's a recovery in process. It looks as though things are looking up, that you're now making some moves financially or with career that is going to be moving you forward. The Star here is upright, saying there's a lot more hope for the future now. It just seems like your destiny is assured. This is very, very positive. And the Page of Pentacles indicates maybe all of this is coming about because something new is coming your way. There may be some good news because it's a page. It could be a message, but, good news could be you've got the job, somebody calls you and offers you a job, or, some other good financial news.
Well,
go on.
okay, my feeling is that the message or notice of some sort brings this opportunity that tells you you can make this investment or you can return full force to an activity of some sort, or you can re-engage in an activity or a business building enterprise, and that this would be basically time to really the right time as an opportunity for you. So I mostly just agree with Banshee on that this is really saying these next 6 months kind of move you towards real opportunities for growth or getting involved in something that is growthful.
Absolutely. And I think that, I will say this though, Lena, this card could also indicate training or career, maybe, or school. I mean, if you're thinking of going back and studying something, I think that's a prime card for that as well. So let's do the one around and see what we can add to that. If I get another fox, it must be glued to the back of my hand or something, right? I don't know. No, but it is another animal. Did you get it? No. Okay. All right. But the way they're facing.
So the bear is our first Lenormand, and then we have the clouds, and the light side is facing towards the bear.
You know what? This is wonderful, Lena, because I think what this is saying is that this whole experience here will serve to empower you. I feel like there's now, you feel like it's a breakthrough moment. You know how the sun peeks out from the clouds? Well, the lighter clouds are facing this bear. And to me, that means that now things are starting to look a lot brighter. You're feeling a lot more stronger and confident and financially secure.
Oh, Violet, that's not allowed.
What? Oh my gosh, see, now you got stuck with an extreme close-up of Mr. O.
I know, it shattered your camera too, right? No, I'm teasing. Of course, we're just having a lot of fun here today. So I feel too that, of course, maybe this is saying really that the overall idea is that certain forces have to dissipate or change, the clouds moving in a better direction away from the darkness. So it sort of corresponds with the Four of Swords, the idea of returning activity. So I'm more or less feeling like maybe a part of these 6 months is like getting through some turbulence. You know, maybe there are some matters to be cleared up in terms of starting a new business or getting the thing going, whatever it is. But then you move into a position of strength.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is interesting because it's a position of strength as opposed to a position of luck or fortuitous events kind of coinciding. So it's really a great matchup if you think about it.
Yeah, I like this, Lena. This is looking much better, this 6-month outlook. So like I said, it may take a little bit to get there, but it looks as though a gradual recovery of things start taking place and everything looks a whole lot better. So good luck with that. And Laura is up. And it's your
Laura.
deck.
And if Libra's listening, or I'll mention it during their reading, Libra, I've heard that sometimes COVID affects people's smell, sense of smell and taste. And one of the therapies I've heard about is for people to try to find a really incredibly strong, pungent mustard. Somebody
I
said,
think they smell again, but they're having this bad taste.
right, well, maybe it's still like a neurological blocker that
I
just
don't
needs
know.
to be cleared by that sensation. But that literally the shock of the pungent mustard, and they're saying it's something called German mustard. It may not be available in the States or very rarely, but it's supposed to be extremely pungent. If you can't find that, some of those other really yellow, strong mustards, not yellow, but I guess, well, you'll just
Your
have to,
deck.
already. I know that.
Just moving you along. But no, he is correct about that.
So give it a try, maybe. You know, or we mentioned it to somebody who did it with their friend, and they said they thought it helped.
Wasabi.
Wasabi is also one of those ones. It's so freaking pungent. That might be easier to get here in the States than German mustard, because I believe it's only available over in Europe or very rarely here. Okay, Laura, I'm focusing a message for December, and I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses.
A deck he got from me.
Because you didn't like it, and I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you try to do wasabi for any sense of smell issues for yourself, Kara? I'm curious. Ha 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 ha. I saw that.
A boar's head brand. Yeah, okay.
You're right, Kara. I've heard of that. Thank you. So I don't know, you know, it doesn't sound exactly like what you have, but on the other hand, some of this stuff is neurological effects of COVID on some people. Smell is a neurological kind of tied in thing. Sense of smell and taste. Oh, I bet it is. I love some of those really pungent mustards. Boy, do they clear out the sinuses. You are correct. Okay, so a message for December. So we have the 8 of Coins, and it's upright.
That 8 of Coins. Boy, have we been seeing a lot of that lately.
It gets around. And then we have, I believe it's the King. I don't think it's the Queen. It's the King of Coins. It's got those little signals there, but I believe that's the King of Coins. That's nice. And then, wow, all Pentacles. The upright 6 of Coins. So the message is kind of good. There may be an emphasis on good things happening materially. It may show that, you know, for whatever reasons you need to or you will be managing your overall finances or material sense of satisfaction, security well. That's the King of Coins. Some of this may be that maybe you're just really resolving to get busy in terms of that management. That the Eight of Coins talks about somebody working, somebody employing their skills, somebody using skills they've learned or that they're taking on. So I get the feeling like maybe your emphasis, and I don't know if this is post your class you've been taking or anything like that, that you're just going to kind of resolve to now work on focusing this management here. And the final result really is that it could be saying that in terms of December at least, there's a nice flow here that maybe, this could be pertaining to the holiday season, to the give and take, the generosity. Six of Coins to me really does talk about that you're giving of yourself, but others are also giving to you. How this is connected to that, I'm not exactly sure I see that. I mean, I sort of feel like maybe this could just be saying you're good planning for the holidays because you'll have to spend some money or things are coming up that you need to take care of in that respect.
I just think everything is flowing very smooth, or will be flowing very smoothly for you in December as far as finances or material career matters go. It just may be it may be more of the focus, just I don't know why, but that's where the cards are focusing on. It's focusing on you doing a lot of due diligence with your work and your efforts towards your projects and your goals. And the King of Pentacles is all about management, managing your finances, management in your career, just keeping everything under control, leading others if that's your position to do so. And the Six of Coins here is all about flow. Everything just seems to be flowing smoothly. I don't know if I can say much more than that, other than with the Six of Coins, it could also be this idea of, make sure, because that was our card of the day today, wasn't it? It was Six of Coins. Make sure that, what you put out there, you are getting what you deserve back. In other words, sometimes people take advantage of us. Oh, we have a good worker here. Let's dump more work on them, And so, you've got to set some boundaries sometimes just to make sure everything is fair and equal.
Well, there's nothing that's specific to the idea about that, but there's
Right.
nothing that's disallowed in terms of a new job, because this could be a new employer. That's
maybe.
the possibility of somebody who's a new employer, somebody who is sort of bringing you into a situation there. And then the Eight of Coins, working with a material idea there too, could suggest a job too. So I don't see it specifically, Laura, but we're going to do the Lenormand now.
Yep.
And like I said, I just wouldn't disallow for it.
Hold on. Okay. I missed somebody on the list. I'm going to get them on there.
I know Angel showed up. Hey, Angel.
Viddy.
And Viddy did
And
earlier,
Angel
yeah.
Mary. I missed Viddy before V, so...
Hold on for another 2 Lenormand, Laura.
Got a ways to go.
And you're welcome.
Whoa.
You pulled 2?
I did. I think we need to keep them.
Okay, well, mine's the first, and it's that. The birds. But then...
I think put your birds first. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, because that's right. It would... Not quite.
Well, that's fine.
I need that for a reason, because I'm going to focus on what's
You
in
go,
the middle.
girl.
You betcha. When I do 3, oftentimes, not always, but I'll focus on the middle one. I think there's going to be a lot of fast-paced communication for you in December with people, whether it's networking with peers on the job or, talking with friends. There's just going to be a lot of frenetic, fast-paced activity. But I will say some of it, be wary, that some people, their emotions are not... Sometimes during the holiday month, people are not always...
You did.
Happy joy.
She got the whip last time, too.
Oh, you did? Wow. And so for some reason it stuck in my hand, Laura. I had to take it. And so this is kind of the order they popped up. And so I really feel here that that, you just got to make sure that you don't let people get under your skin, during the holiday season a little bit too.
And I think this challenge is coming. I think Banshee's right, but I'm looking at it a little bit more differently. I'm thinking like you are seizing the whip. That's you, the lady deer there. You're seizing the whip to be more proactive and to get the changes going. And I suppose it could involve acting on news or chatter you've heard. So maybe about opportunities, whether it is a job thing again or just some other opportunities. Remember, I also talked about the idea that maybe the holiday season for you in December presents either opportunities or challenges, because of course you gotta make a lot of people happy and you gotta figure out how you're going to do that. So I sort of feel like it could be that too as well. Hey, Tidal Wave,
good to see you.
So that's what we have, Laura.
That's what we have for you, Laura. Good luck with that. Sounds like a good December to me, though.
It does look okay, yeah.
Overall. All right, let me grab those.
As Devo says, whip it good.
We're on Angel Rivera. Hey, Angel Rivera.
Angel Rivera, how the heck are you? Hi, Mama T.
Hey, Mama T. Crazy day. Yeah, it sounds like a good day from what I heard.
Hey, Violet.
I didn't have a chance to respond, Mama T. I hope
remember
it's
we were
good
talking
news.
about closing the list?
What?
No, I'm teasing her.
We are not closing the list yet, but let me look.
Well, maybe it was a good idea. I don't know,
No,
so
it was not.
I'm teasing.
We 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It does sound good, Laura. We hope it will be.
Yep. Good luck with that. Hey, Mama T, I hope it's good news. So, you just get an oracle card. Absolutely, Angel. I'm going to use the Season of the Witch one. I also have, and this one might be replacing a deck in my Witchy Wisdom Wednesdays. I also have the new Herbal Astrology deck here, but I think I want to use this one. I really like it. Some people didn't, when you read reviews on Amazon, sometimes people pick on things.
I'm feeling, it's Thanksgiving, and I'm feeling my Arlo Guthrie.
I like it.
And it must be the season of the witch. He did that song too, right? I think I used to know how to play it.
You're asking
There
me?
was a 7th minor.
We need Gina
G
here
chord.
for that one. Because I'm not sure.
Thank you, Lena. I hope you enjoyed it.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Lena.
I heard some good news, so I hope that's true, Mama T.
Yeah.
And thank you for your anniversary and birthday wishes.
Thank you, Mama T.
I don't remember if we called it for you or not. I know we did some readings for you recently about that on the show.
We had a great birthday, and we had a lot of fun making that birthday video. We could have done so much more with it, really. I thought about some of the things afterwards.
Well,
but,
there were edits and outtakes, so
Yeah,
you never
yeah.
know.
Well, bloopers. Bloopers are us. Shuffle and cut. So happy.
Happy for you.
And right around the holidays, too. So that's something to pick up the spirits.
That's true, because
like
a lot
it.
of times it doesn't go that way.
I know.
King Diamond Halloween. I know who they are.
Wow, this is an interesting one. This is called Dove Medicine. And it says, your wings are thick and strong, I see, for they have battled the most unforgiving winds. Be proud, be free, my child. Go on and soar like never be. Is that what it says? Like never be? Somebody complained about the language on the cards, how bad English they were. And it's like,
It's antiquated, or I don't know.
picky.
Maybe it's just an archaic literature form. I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm not that.
I really like the drawings and the overall, gist of it.
All right. And you have been going through some tough times there at work, challenges. So
Yeah.
forgiveness, freedom, and new beginnings. Doves are gentle creatures associated with purity, freedom, and peace. Forgiveness is the dove's greatest gift, and it is through forgiving that peace and freedom can be obtained. Holding on to the past is a type of prison, keeping you trapped within things that no longer exist. Perhaps you've replayed your situation in your mind, or maybe past hurts have prevented you from welcoming new experiences into your life. Dove medicine guides you to spread your wings and fly away from the heartache of the past. Allow yourself to forgive those who have caused you pain. Forgiveness isn't for their benefit, but for yours. As you release the old and make space to learn to trust again and to welcome loving relationships that will support you. Well, I think basically in this case, this is just saying, let go of things that may, every so often burble up in your head and bother you, and forgive. Forgive not them so much for them, but for yourself. Let it go and just say, what's done is done. I can move on now. I really think that, we hold on to so much baggage. I've had to let so much go in the last few years that, and here's another thing to add to it. The bottom card, and this is perfect with Dove Medicine, it's light. And it says, hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream.
Oh, I like that.
I know, they're beautiful cards. They really are. All right, that's 76. They're very positive. It seems like the light is returning, Angel, after some difficulties, in the work front and maybe in some other areas. Hope, return of the light. If there is one theme you should know about Yule, it's light. The entire celebration of Yule is an honoring of faith in warmer days to come. There is always light after darkness, and spring will always come after winter. No matter how difficult your situation, know that things will work out. Light is a dynamic card, and when you have drawn it, you can expect an increase in your energy. You're feeling more confident these days, and you're likely to see an increase in your motivation and overall vitality. This is a happy card and a positive sign of success. Pulling the light card is like getting a big yes from the universe. You can expect a positive resolution when this card comes up to a reading. Additionally, pulling light is a sign of abundance and increase in all areas of your life. You may see an increase in your finances, such as a raise or an unexpected financial windfall. In love, this card is a positive sign of new love or marriage. You might receive a promising job or clarity in a job or change when it comes to career. Something positive is on the way when light shines on your reading. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy, but it seems to me I recall that we mentioned something about some other opportunity or challenge, in a positive sense that might be coming to you, Angel, and maybe this is reinforcing that and saying this is a positive, successful time for you now. So let go of the past. Hey, let go of these months or a month or so of extra work that you've had to do on the job, and whatever else might have been going wrong in your life. And just realize that things now are going to be heading in a far more positive direction for you. So,
I like the fact that one is 10 and one is 20, so they're sort of like an octave of each other.
That is very, very nice, Angel. Wow, things are really looking up here. Uh-oh, except for this card.
Uh-oh.
I always have to blow it, don't I? What do you got, Mr. O? I hope it's better. We'll figure it out. Well, okay. So, there's always got to be a little burble in the road.
I hope they're not airmail.
So either some documents, that you have to file, paperwork, whatever. There may be some stress or trouble concerning a letter or documents or paperwork. Possibly news. I like to look at this, though, as something more in written form. So it may be some type of paperwork snafus that you're going to have to deal with that's going to cause some minor annoyances or stress. I don't see anything really serious concerning this, particularly since these cards were so positive.
Right. I don't think it's anything that can really disrupt things. It seems to me like maybe the message is even post in a sense that it just sort of acknowledges those things, but that they're already in the past. It's just the feeling I have there.
Yep.
All right.
So very nice, Angel. Good luck with that. Well, not all. I mean, these mice, I'm wondering if it could be like a bill or something. Maybe, I've already been getting the news locally that, our heating and electric costs are going up this winter. And so, it might be just some sticker shock from something like
Angel.
that.
And Kara is up.
And Kara is up. Whoopsie. Oh, kind of strange. Well, you should do it more often, Mama T. Be happy. Being happy attracts happy. Trust me on that.
Is Kara's lasagna coming towards me?
Lasagna?
Send it airmail.
But you make the good lasagna.
I want to
Don't
try
you make the
hers.
bestest lasagna in the world?
I want to try the Italian ladies.
Ah, got it.
Someday, maybe.
And the cat is still sleeping soundly, Kara.
Ha ha. I think in the winter they do sleep
Oh,
more.
that's a good question. Do we have some
Yeah,
sound
we
on?
do. We do. I'm sorry.
How did that happen, by the way?
Because I left it on.
That's right. I guess we love the TV so much we leave it on now. It's abandoned.
Curses. Foiled again.
Thanks, Angel. I hope it hasn't been that disruptive. Jeez.
Well, you got ears that are twice as good as me and hers put together.
Yeah, we hear.
I could barely hear it, and I thought, oh, it's not annoying at all.
I just started to hear it more than, I guess if it's been on all this time, I really just started to hear it before he even said that. But I didn't know what it was.
An ogre is what is coming for Kara. You may cut.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I may. All right. All right, Mr. O.
Well, I just make a recipe I came up with back in my college era, and I minorly tweak every recipe. It's always just a little bit different. No biggie. All right. So, Kara, you have the Queen of Wands. Whoops.
Well, I could see that too, tidal
But
wave.
it's reversed. And then you do have the stars.
That's the Queen of Wands reversed.
That one is.
Stars upright.
And then you have the Two of Wands upright. What is coming?
What is coming? Well, Kara. I think again, I the Queen of Wands reversed is kind of like saying you really need to come out of your shell a little bit. I don't see that though here today. You seem certainly out of your shell. But the thing
You're
is,
all up in our business.
yeah, sometimes it just talks about, well, this need to kind of not be, not trusting yourself, not being yourself, not recognizing, the talents, abilities, the idea that you could really attract the people or the situations that you need and want in your life. There's a lack of trust in yourself and your abilities here. And the star is saying, you have potential. This is all about potential and positive energy. And couple that with the Two of Wands, I think what it's saying is, if only you decide to shine, you can expect results and you can plan for a much brighter future.
Well, I'm going to take a little different stance
Oh,
here
you
because
are.
I sort of feel that in some ways what is coming towards you is the realization that a lot of this is settled matter for you. The idea of the Two of Wands and the Star says there's a sense of your world having a completeness of a sort. It doesn't mean you're totally satisfied with it or that you won't ever have other obligations, but maybe it's like a moment in time where you can just really say, this is good at this point. So where does that Queen of Wands reverse fit in? Well, I think it mostly says really that deep inside, of course, you are still thinking about finding Mr. Right or person right, whatever that is, and that maybe it's not so much this representing the challenge or the obstacles you have in that, more like just saying you're not sure that you're going about this the right way, but it is that focus you want to have because most other things seem to be under control or showing signs of hope or destiny for you.
Well, what's really funny about this is, to me, we've got this card of, kind of the lack of confident queen, the person who feels like maybe I'm not good enough, strong enough, pretty enough, etc. And then the Star, which is almost the opposite. It's really about optimism and hope. So it just seems like there's a battle going on here. So I don't know if it's settled or not in my mind. But, I really feel that if you can really resolve this, things will be looking up.
Well, it could be that really, from your emotional perspective, there is vacillation. You know that there's security for you, but you know that maybe other things need to be worked on. And so you kind of go back and forth saying, is it this or is it that? It is both, and so you just need to kind of be at peace with it. May your star be at peace. But then...
Ooh, sweet potatoes with I don't... I like marshmallows, but I don't think I'm potatoes. And
my
I'm not
mom
a
used to
fan
make
of
them
sweet
that way, and I like
potatoes.
them a little bit, but nobody makes them that way for me anymore.
But I love my marshmallows in hot chocolate.
Anyways, what I was going to say was that everything looks okay there, and then I pulled the Lenormand.
Well, thanks for that heads up, Mr. Oh, and I did too. Yeah.
Oh, no. So I got a snake, and she got the mice, and snakes eat mice, but this mice is influencing the snake. And so what I think it is saying is that in all of this, maybe what you feel irritates or annoys you is that maybe some of this is a deception, and you can't decide if it's a self-deception or if it's a fateful deception of some sense. If like fate is throwing you this curve in a sense of how you view things to either stimulate you to do more or to make you say, oh, I'm good with what I do have. That is annoying, because maybe you're just doubting what the role is for you, the destiny is for you because of that.
Well, I'm going to go in a slightly different direction on that and just say that, I think the things that eat away at your self-confidence is when you feel you've been betrayed or deceived by others, I think that, this is outside, for some reason.
I like that too.
I'm picking up that this is outside influences here, and that sometimes, I think it brings you a lot of stress and anxiety when you feel like people have, have been pulling pranks on you or deceiving you in some way, and it eats away at your confidence. But truly, keep shining your light despite this. Don't let people get you down. It's kind of like on Twitter lately. It's like, oh, with Trump back, am I going to stay? Am I going to go? Am I going to leave Twitter? You know what? I'm not going to be bullied off a platform I like. And, I may disdain the boss of the platform now, Mr. who owns Twitter. But, I really enjoy what I do there, and I'm not going to let it stop me. So don't let people who don't have your best interests at heart stop you from shining that light.
Oh, I love stuffed cabbage too, Kara. I don't get these things anymore because it was my mom and my grandmother that used to make them.
So we have for you, Kara. Good luck with that.
And I don't know how to make them. I could probably get a recipe.
And we're on Jano.
Hey, Jano.
Yeah, I still haven't done it, Angel, but I am really going to try to take some time to do it. There's definitely some other projects I'm working on right now, so it may take me another week or so to pull my plan in place. I'm hoping Twitter doesn't tank by then.
I love steak.
I don't think it will. I think it's going to be a slow slide. And I am going to do a card reading actually on Twitter. The fate of Twitter. I don't really care about the fate of the boss of Twitter. I care about Twitter. So I'm going to be checking on that.
Well, I'm only used to the grape leaves from Greektown in Detroit area, but they were always pretty good. I like them a lot. All right, so it was Jano, and Jano asked, what does Kira want to express to me at this time? So it's your deck.
Oh, okay. What does who?
Kira.
Kira, okay.
Oh, there you are. Water fountain.
Oops.
Yeah, you might need to do that, Angel.
Ah, very good idea. I've been thinking about doing another one. I want to revisit our half-year U.S. predictions because I think it was there. I'm not sure, unless we did it in a separate video, where we asked some pertinent questions about whether Donald Trump would be charged and, would be indicted. And I believe we had a no. And so far, he hasn't been. And so I think that bore true because this was supposed to be to the end of the year. And so I want to double check some of that stuff again that we talked about because I think even our election video, our midterm election one, it was pretty accurate overall.
My mom and my grandmother used to call them Gwumkees, Mama T, and they were pretty good at making them.
And justice for some. True that, but I just have to see if, maybe anything is going to change in the year on that. I don't want to taint my yearly reading for the U.S. with that business. It'll probably be a separate video, I think. All right, let's see what we have. And what's the question again?
Kira.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What does Kira want to express to me
that's right.
at this time?
So the Six of Cups reversed. The Ace of Presents reversed. Oh my goodness. And the Ten of Wands reversed. Well, that's positive. That is more positive, let's say, than not.
Do you want me?
Yeah.
Okay, with the Six of Cups reversed, the Ace of Coins reversed, and the Ten of Wands reversed. They're all reversed. And I sort of feel what Kira may be trying to express to you is to not be focused so much on maybe material aspects, either of your situation between you two, but maybe understand that there's kind of a coming to terms or coming out of appreciations from the past, or maybe feeling like life is re-engendering, and maybe that goes along with the sense that we're shedding a burden of some sort, and maybe that burden is the expectations that are bound up in that Ace of Coins there, that maybe we're feeling like we deserve something more. Maybe it's material, but maybe it's just something that seems influenced by materialism. But we should shed those expectations, and we should enjoy really the nature of good relations and people and friends in our lives.
Well,
You don't know where I'm coming from.
Well, no, because, okay, I don't know the relationship with Kira and what it is, but I feel here, so I don't know if there have been any problems between the two of you, but I feel here that Kira might be thinking that, maybe things got off on the wrong foot in in the relationship, that things got off to kind of a not so great start. We're divine counterparts in separation. Oh. Okay. So that things may have gotten off to a wrong start, and there may have something to do with something that happened in Kira's past. But
I sort of feel that Six of Cups resolves it in a way, or like that it's a process of resolving it.
Maybe, but okay. I just feel like that's the cause.
Agreed.
I'm not sure why.
Agreed.
But now I feel that these burdens that, I think she's trying to find ways to let it go now. Something has been weighing heavily on Kira. And she's trying to find ways to let it go now, or needs to.
It is about the releasing. I think it's about releasing expectations.
Okay.
But I think it's a good thing ultimately. I think that Kira is...
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
I'm out of here.
Kara, is this your fault? Were you up to this? He leapt from the top of his tree onto the table.
I guess you wanted to get my attention,
he wanted a dramatic entrance, and
Sunny appears. That's it. And now just lay your butt down over half the set.
So that
We're done. We've just been shocked into not being able to do anything.
So that big crashing sound you hear.
Oh, okay. So is Sunman your twin flame too, Jano? I don't think this show can stand multiple twin flames with Sunny. Oh!
And now
Sunny.
he's taken over the reading space. What are you going to do about that, Mr. O?
But I do feel that Kira expresses the sense of some connection that maybe goes to her past. Maybe it's a past life. Maybe that's why there's a divine counter night idea there. And that maybe all of this is about really releasing burdens as well as maybe expectations, because an expectation of something could be a burden depending on how that is viewed.
Did you see what Angel said?
No. Sunny could be Polly. We're pretty sure about that too, so you're right.
I want to see what you're going to get with this one. This one's been coming up a little bit today.
If that's offending, Tito, we're sorry.
Oh.
His butt is to the camera. Both of them. I mean, there's this one here, and then this one here.
Alrighty.
All right.
What do you got?
Okay, so to follow up with the Lenormand, Jano, we have the snake, and it's the ship, which means a journey. So,
well, or a move.
Or a change of some sort, movement. It could be abstract movement, but it could be physical movement.
We have to, I almost wonder if this is just saying there needs to be a move to clear the air on something, The snake is about deception. Maybe there needs to be some airing of differences, or something that just has never been said, and maybe it does have a deception of some sort. I don't
maybe you are moving towards the idea of that conversation. And I'm not trying to say that there is an actuality that either of you are deceiving each other, but maybe from that point of divine counterparts, where maybe there's something that's going on in a soul life that's removed from the personalities of this incarnation, maybe there is a deception.
And it would make sense to me, this move to clear the air, and it seems to go along with that 10 of Wands reversed, in that, this will make people feel lighter. If you've been holding something in, or if you have been deceptive in some ways, tell me that does not weigh heavy on you. It's true, there are some people, it seems like, out there that, I don't want to mention names, former president, for example, but, when you deceive people, it may not seem like it weighs heavy on you, but it does take a toll on you, whether you can see it or not, on your physical, your mental, or your emotional health and well-being. So I think the air needs to be cleared in some way. And I wish you luck with that, Jano. I hope that made some sense to you.
It was a little bit harder to get at, because I guess maybe it does kind of go to some of the more divine counterpart concepts that are between you guys, perhaps.
I'm sorry I'm getting political today. I should not be doing this on a show, but... But it just seemed, when I see the snake... Sorry. Okay.
All right.
All right. So Max, if you're with us, you are up.
Is it Max?
Yes, I think. Am I right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I know they were here a little while ago. Oh, snakes, right.
Oh, snakes. Okay. Yes.
It's not our fault. It's the snakes.
Sunny's here to clear our air. Our therapy cat has come just in time. Hi, Max.
All right, so let's
Okay.
see. I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot for that one.
All right, you're welcome. We'll see what we can find for you.
It's a good question.
Sunny. You're adorable.
Do you want to do it
You
as a
really
regular
are.
3-card?
Yeah, let's see what we get.
And then if we have to, we can
Yeah.
do the yes or no. The therapy cat. It's so true. You're welcome, Jano. Challenging us as usual.
Sunny does not want me to stop. He's holding my hand there. Aw, there. Yeah.
He is, Laura, isn't he? Thank you.
I gotta shuffle. You gotta wait. More scriptures later.
So just a reminder, we will not be here on Thursday because it is the American Thanksgiving and we're going to be doing Thanksgiving stuff instead. And likewise, we won't be here Saturday for happy hour. We will be somewhere else reading cards. We will be working.
Yeah.
But most of our regular shows will come off this week, I'm pretty sure. Goth Tarot and all the others.
M.
Yes, that's right. There is going to be a brand new monthly modality message because the sun is moving into Sagittarius.
Yes. Save some turkey. We are making a very small. We got a little 3-pound turkey breast.
It's more likely I'll have lasagna left over.
Right, and that's okay. Because oftentimes, we have a hard time finishing a turkey if it's just us. But then, lo and behold, some friends of ours might be stopping by. And we did mention we don't have a lot of turkey, but they seem okay with that, so we'll be good.
Alrighty. Max, you have the 4 wands. That's awfully nice to start with. We'll just stick that under the cat's tail. Then we have the reversed Knight of Coins.
Yes, busy time for the campus.
And then we have the Eight of Swords.
What's the first card again?
That was the best card, the Four of Wands.
Upright.
Right.
Come here. Get off of the cards. You know. Okay, so the Four of... Oh my gosh, the TFT party card has surfaced.
You know, initially, Maximiliano, it looks like, you know, the Four of Wands sort of promises that you would be happy there. There would be a lot of happiness there. Maybe it would be so happy that you would not be inclined to move very quickly away to another job. So I'm thinking it says you will continue. I'm not sure if I'm getting that vibe right there, but because I also look at the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords may make you feel like maybe you need to stay there, or maybe you feel like you can't leave there. And I don't know if that's a feeling that's based on you can't leave there because you like it so much. It could be. But more often, the Eight of Swords talks to the idea of a sense of powerlessness there. And so it's kind of weird because I'm sort of getting, you know, oh, it's really good, but maybe I feel trapped there.
Well, I'm not... In this case, I'm looking at the Eight of Swords just a little bit differently. But I really want to say about this Four of Wands, we call it our party card because it's about celebrating. You feel really good, I think, about being here right now. And what I want to say, there's another aspect to the Four of Swords Wands, that I think applies here. And that is the idea that you are building a foundation for yourself here by doing this work. You know, whether it's giving you more skills or experience so that you can move on to better things. This seems like a foundational thing for you, that all is going pretty well, and you should feel good about that. You're good to assess where you are. Now, what about these two? No, I have to do the... Come here. Don't get me angry. I was angry at another show. Lay down right here, right now. Thank you, so I can do this. So the Knight of Coins reversed sometimes indicates the coming or going of a matter connected with money or career, and it could be negative. So could it mean that ultimately you might be forced to leave this job and that there might be layoffs or something like that? Or could it mean that when I look at the combination of these two cards, this Eight of Swords, it indicates to me that maybe you feel now that this is holding you back. At some point, you will have gotten maybe everything you can out of this position, and you will feel now that the job is holding you back financially or otherwise, skill-wise, and that you need to seek something else to either get more money, get more experience, have more challenges in your life. I don't know if any of that makes sense to you, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here.
Maximiliano indicates that they don't care for the way they're treated there.
Okay.
So it isn't, you know, the best kettle of fish for you is what it looks like. So it sort of looks that way, like maybe, you know, what this is your resolve to not let it totally beat you down, but you do have these feelings like there's a sense that you're not being treated well. We could look at it that way too.
Well, certainly the Eight of Swords says that something is holding you back. And if it's people at work that you can't, that you're not doing well with, they're not treating you well, they're not giving you opportunities for growth or advancement, or holding you back in some way, you can certainly feel trapped by that. But the thing about, of course, the Eight of Swords is that you can escape that. You are not tied to this.
That's
you
true.
can move on if you want to. So, is there something else out there for you? Maybe we need to do... Let me just look at your questions again.
Will I do well in my current job? Will I continue, or will I get a better one?
Let's just see if you would get a better one right now. Let's do that as a
yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to ask that as a yes or no,
and see what
Maximiliano.
we get.
Will you be able to get a better job than the current one?
And let's just see what conditions are like right now, because everything is kind of up and down, and financial matters these days. Definitely don't leave till you have something.
That sounds good too, Carrie. You guys are making me hungry.
Oh, I had some great ice cream with more cake today. The cake is almost gone. Maybe the rest is for Mr. O. It's a pretty good chunk though, but it would make a nice piece for you. I shall save it. We gave some to our son yesterday when he came by, and he took a piece home with him. And it wasn't like a super large cake, but it was, geez, just really, really tasty. All right. You want me to count them? You can play with them.
No chewing on the crystal.
I'll count them.
And you're looking at like it's ice cream or something. What's up with that?
Keep him busy. Okay. I don't know. It's leaning towards no right now. I'll tell you that, Max. We have the Ace of Wands was the only ace we've gotten, and a yes or no is dependent on the aces we draw with the reading that we do here. The Four of Swords, however, is reversed, which is good. And the Two of Swords is here, which is interesting, because I really look at these cards and I'm thinking that maybe you ought to give this more thought. Maybe you ought to give this more thought and a little bit more time, because I almost wonder if this Four of Swords here reversed is saying that maybe conditions at your present job might improve in time. So maybe you need to give it a little longer just to see if things are going to improve more for you there.
Right. I guess I could agree with that too,
feel.
that this is really a caution to not make a decision right now. This is really saying maybe more time is needed in the context of that question.
Yes. That's what I really feel. Okay. Oh. It's 333.
333.
At least over here it is. Now talk about oddball stuff. We just told you to stay, and here's what we've got.
Something new. But the ring. So I suppose it could be saying in context, commit yourself to the idea of seeking new things. But I wouldn't say, that means you can leave yet. I think you're just saying you need to really make a commitment to not saying I'm stuck here and I have to settle for this. You have to make a commitment towards saying I will look, I will try to expand, I will think of ways I can make myself more career, adjacent.
Yeah, it's almost like saying, well, yeah, commit to always looking and seeking and growing and possibly making a move if that's what you're after. But I really feel here that, or the other thing about this could be, I don't know, it might indicate to me that maybe at some point there might be some move for you in this present company.
And you did ask that.
That you are committed to. There might be some future growth there. So that's why I'd say take your time, make the decision, see if things are going to right themselves or get better before you commit to making that move.
You know what, Maximiliano, you should probably come back in a few weeks or whenever you feel comfortable you want to know and ask again or ask the question differently a little bit. But maybe a few weeks might give us a better idea of how things have changed or will change.
Yeah, right. We'll see if things have shifted and changed in one direction or the other. I think it's leaning towards staying right now, but keeping your options open. you know. And it's always a good thing to keep your options open for something
Sure.
more growthful and purposeful and maybe even a better environment. Wow, look at how intensely he's sitting there monitoring those cards. That's what we have for you, Max. Thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And Libra, you are up.
And
Hey,
Libra
you're welcome, Max.
posted a question.
Yes, and what was that again?
On
Libra's questions above. Da, 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 da. Is next, what messages am I getting from the license plates? Aha, okay, all right.
change your tab. It's too late. No.
Here, pop them in. All right.
And we're going to let Sunny look down here.
Here's your cards.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I'll go to the DC Comics deck for Libra. All right.
Yeah. That's my boy. Yeah. Good, Sonny.
Here, I can take it from here. Oh boy, Sonny. Come here. Come on. Come here.
What does Sonny want to say to Kara? You are my sun, and I am your moon.
Oh no! You lifted his elevator.
So bad.
No stopping, Mr. O.
I must be going crazy. I just must be.
No comment from the peanut gallery here.
I'm not going to be able to focus on the reading now.
Well, we have the 9 of Cups reversed. Don't watch those license plates. The 6 of Cups is upright. Oh my God, and the 7 of Wands is reversed. So what are the license plates trying to say? I think the license plates are trying to say, you know, maybe, yeah, this is tough. I'm looking at that and I'm looking at that. But the 9 of Cups sometimes means a couple of different things. Obviously, it almost acts like, well, wishes and desires are not being fulfilled. But in the context of this question, I wonder if it's about something else. You know, obsessing, excessive stuff. The 9 of Cups also can mean, when it's reversed, that maybe you have to decide, think about in your life when too much of a good thing, when a good thing is too much of a good thing. You know, it's just, I don't know how else to explain that. Do you know what I'm trying to get at here?
Well, I know that sometimes I'm drawn to license plates because sometimes I see patterns in numbers and those patterns relate to other patterns in numbers. So I'm wondering if maybe it's something like that for you. But so what are these patterns trying to tell you? Perhaps they're trying to tell you that some of the things that you wrestle with from your past are still finding themselves displeasing or not of value to you. And maybe you've been not exactly honing in on that message. You don't want to negate or feel bad about some of these childhood experiences, but it may be that you do have to give up things that you think are valuable from the past as memories or just what is given to you, or maybe you need to analyze them more and really see what is that message there.
Well, you know, I was going to go in a little bit of a different direction again on this one. It's like, with the Six of Cups here and this, I think what I was trying to say is that, maybe you think too much about the good times in the past, the positive energy of the past is what these license plates might be saying. And obsessing on that has made everything today look like it's a drag. It's a drag on you, that it's dragging you down. And, we can't always recreate what we had in the past. And we can't assume that just because we had such enjoyable times that nothing else will compare to that ever, and that you're going to feel like everything else is kind of dragging you down. In other words, grow from the past, think fondly of the past, but don't live there. Don't dwell there. You have to focus on now, and that things may not be as upside down as you think they are. I really think this is more a mindset rather than the reality, is that you really have feelings now that, hey, my life today is not measuring up to what it was. But it may never. And is that necessarily a bad thing? We move on and we grow in different ways.
Right.
Interesting. The dog.
Which is loyalty.
Or friends.
Or friends. And the birds, which can be people but there may be some distinction. Some of them are friendlier than others. Some are just more idle gossipers, perhaps. So
somebody might be contacting you from your past. And I'm almost thinking in this case, a lot of times I go with, depending on the question, I'll go with the loyalty and the trust and various things like that. But I get the feeling here, gosh, Sonny, I'm always going to whack you in your butt with this, that you're going to get a communication, if you haven't already, somebody's in touch from your past, and maybe it's dredging up some of these positive memories and making you wish that things were as they were. But really, things are not that bad now. I really feel that, accept this for what it is, take joy out of it, but don't let it make you feel any less now, just because things are different now.
Maybe what the licenses are telling you is that if you've been sort of hedging on re-meeting somebody from the past who maybe meant something to you, maybe because of some of these issues of, squeeziness in some respect, maybe it's just saying you should sort of go for it. It just may most likely be a one-off, or it's not going to be the situation from the past. It's just maybe somebody reaching out to you, and it may be okay to not feel like there's something more to it than that.
That's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that. Sorry, I'm yawning. I stayed up too late last night again. I must stop.
All right, so who's up?
Well, it's Viddy, I believe.
Viddy.
Am I right? Yes. Hi, Viddy.
Hi, Viddy.
Good to see you.
And I don't have my screen for Goth Tarot for some reason. It seems to have disappeared.
And your monthly modality?
Well, I have that.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't show it earlier, so I wasn't sure.
So that'll be coming on Tuesday the 23rd?
22nd.
22nd?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday in your astrological, you said it was the 23rd.
I really screwed up, didn't I? Because wait a minute.
Because I told you it was the
20th.
22nd.
It's the 22nd.
What truth am I hiding or not accepting? That's Fiddy's question. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to use my Ghost Tarot.
And you're wrong. The 23rd was something else. Jupiter going direct.
If I find that little note, I'll show it to you.
Okay, you will.
Didn't you already do that? How many lunches do you eat, Violet? No, I'm kidding. I think that was somebody else.
He ate the big plate of leftovers for lunch today. It was massive of the Chinese food.
I ate
He
far
was
more.
kept eating there and eating there, and I'm like,
I ate twice as much more yesterday. I only had one bowl. It wasn't even a plate. She lies. It was a bowl, not a plate. A bowl. Liar.
I'm calling it like I see it, Mr. O.
So am I. Yeah, it was really good.
I am going to have
this
some leftovers tonight.
really good Chinese place, and like, so not eating out means I've been missing out on a place like this.
Oh, we have gotten our Chinese carryouts. The Thai place, need I remind you?
Yeah, but this was
the carryout place next to the Mexican restaurant we like. Mm-hmm.
I actually think I like this better.
Oh no, nope, not me. Sorry.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm the one who gets the carryouts.
Okay, why are these cards mixed up?
Oh,
They're
something happened.
okay.
Yeah, it was really rough.
It is.
Here, hand them back over.
No, I got it. I
doubt it.
Leave me alone. I'll fix them. They're not all like that, just a couple. Okay. Do the Jeopardy theme or something.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
Oh gosh. So what truth are you hiding or not accepting? All right. And they're still mixed up.
It's a ghost.
It's some malevolent energy, Mr. O.
I can cut your mic.
I roll. All right.
I guess we scared everybody away. Did we go offline or something? Nobody has said a single thing. Card 1. It's the Nine of Swords reversed.
It's sunny when he jumped on the table.
4 Swords reversed.
I like it.
Too many swords though.
Yeah.
And then the 5 of Wands reversed. So
Well,
that one I don't like as much.
Yeah, I'm not that crazy about that one, but it may.
Ah, everybody's in shock from when he jumped on the table. Got it.
What
Wake up,
truth are-
everybody! Wake up!
What truth are you not accepting? Well, the fact that
Well, maybe you can't run away from certain problems or certain conflicts in your life. You really do have to accept them and move forward, move beyond them, or address them.
recover from them.
And that's this too, because really in that truth of doing that, you will find more healing from yourself. You have maybe been trying to avoid this to some degree, but you really should just accept what these obstacles are or what these conflicts are between you and other situations, because there will be healing in that meeting or that attempt to resolve them.
This is a real interesting reading video for me, because I'm looking at this card here, and oftentimes that does talk about walking away from conflict, but I'm looking at this too, and I'm wondering to myself here if you have had issues in the past of not facing your fears and the things that make you anxious and bring you anxiety. Instead of walking away from them or not addressing them, because often this could be about that too, not addressing your fears and your anxieties. If you can do it, you finally face up to them, you will move forward. You will move forward in a more positive direction, and you will heal. You know, you will heal yourself by doing that. So instead of burying, your fears or your anxieties or holding on to them. It's time to face up to them and tell them you're not real, or I am over it now. I see you for what you are, holding me back from moving forward with my life or a situation that you're in, and I am going to do it now. I'm going to move forward.
So in that sense, the cards should be drawn this way, because this is the most important one here, is that these things will give you resolve to move beyond them or to address them in some ways. And it really is that idea that you have to face your fears. You can't just walk away from them. And that there is something healing about that will really be renewing in your circumstance.
Yeah.
So let's do the Lenormand. I know, I'm just teasing you. You know that. You wish.
Well,
No,
we are close to that point,
it's close
Violet.
enough to do that, yes.
With reservations, I will allow you that. Oh, that's the first time that's popped up in a while.
Yeah, I know. We haven't had it in a couple sessions. So I pulled the key, and Banshee pulled the crossroads. And in a way, it sort of mirrors a little bit of what we said here, because it seems like, if any of these situations, Viddy, has brought you to a sense of being at a crossroads, of being somewhere where you have to maybe make decisions, and there's a bit of confusion here. Maybe the key is in that, the idea that you have been just sort of avoiding this decision, which is what we were saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so therefore the key really is not to just walk away from it, walk down the other crossroad, but maybe to walk towards the crossroad which will find the solution or the resolution.
Okay. Well, you are at a crossroads with this, is what I think is basically the key here. It's not a matter of what direction are you going to take with this? Are you going to allow, your fears, your anxieties, your, these types of things that keep you up at night, for example, to rule over your life and stop you from moving forward? Or are you going to take another path now? Are you going to take the path of moving beyond that and taking chances on yourself and knowing that you can trust yourself enough that, those little voices in your head that say, can't do, won't do, unable to stop this, unable to move on, all those negative voices, you can say are just meaningless now, that you trust yourself to move forward in that positive direction.
I often feel this card, the second one, influences the first one. So I feel like the sense of being at the crossroads is what motivates you to understand you need to make a move. You need to make a decision and go somewhere. And that's what we have for you.
That's what we have for you, Viddy. I hope that makes sense to you. Good luck with that. And we are on V.
V, are you still around?
There you
are. There you are. I see.
Okay.
You're welcome, Viddy. So that's going to be your deck.
You're welcome, Viddy. Okay, yeah. Back to this tarot.
You're very welcome. And yes, thanks, V. We have your question. Yeah, I think we should close the list.
Yeah.
That's fine. And of course, now that I've said it, somebody will come and say, "Oh, we can't close the list for them."
Well, I said with reservations, and I meant it.
Like you always do, right?
Seven Oceans, were you just waiting for him to say he wanted to close the list?
It's okay, don't worry. No, that's really Violet. Violet's doing that. And we'll never know for sure because we can't see her. But.
Seven Oceans, we'll add you to the list. We will.
Violet knows. We're teasing everybody. We're teasing. Because we are here to have fun with the Tarot Tribe. First and foremost, it's entertainment only. We love the fact that, you want to get our readings. We can't say that we're marriage, legal, financial consultants. But we can say we love giving you something to think about.
We can say we're tarot readers.
We can say we're tarot readers, and we love doing it for you. Lovey-dovey all the time.
Okay. Well, it's the Four of
Yes, you
Coins.
can, Violet.
Upright. Oh.
Hi, Sonny. Are you here? Go lay down.
It's the Three of Swords upright,
Wait,
too.
I can't lay this one down.
Sonny, come here. Lay down.
It's like a circus here today. It's a circus.
Come on. I'm dropping cards.
No, let me channel my inner Charlton Heston.
Please, Mr. O, focus.
No. You can't make me. Four coins. Three of Swords.
Lay down. Lay. No more. Another 3.
Three of Coins.
Well, this is very interesting, too. So you haven't talked to the Gemini almost 2 months. Know what is the future of this romantic connection? I don't know. This is about the future. So I sense here some sorrow. I sense here some sadness. And I sense here some possible separation. There is the Three of Swords. That's why I wanted to get serious, because I saw that card coming, that Three of Swords, and so I'm taking a little more serious tone here. The Four of Coins to me indicates that, at least one of you...
You're pulling away from the other, or something like that.
The Four of Coins?
Yeah, in a way it's sort of pulling into yourself. In a way it's sort of, only... That's how I look at it.
I think that you clearly value this relationship in some way. There's something here that you really want to hold on to. That's the way I look at this card. I'm looking at the Three of Swords here, though, and saying there is some sorrow and remorse about separation and loss. And because this really is about the future of the relationship, I think that that's indicative of what's coming. Now, the Three of Coins says maybe there's a possibility. I'm going to go 2 ways on this one. One, you're not going to like to hear too much. But the other one is a little more positive in that you can maybe try to work it out if they're willing to work it out. Okay? And work on things. The Three of Coins is like that and about that. But I don't know, because it's another 3... I can't help but wonder if there isn't somebody else in the picture now.
Well, I feel that the Three of Coins shows that somehow there's value in this, or thoughts about
Well,
this.
that's why I thought that was, but okay.
No, the Three of Coins,
All
that
right.
picture,
No, I can see
the
that.
Four of Coins is holding on to something, and maybe holding on to it too tightly, a clingy thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like there's maybe contrary or contrasting feelings, like you feel there's value, but therefore you really want to cling on to it, so maybe it's the thing about if you love somebody, set them free, that kind of thing too, that you can't really hold them too tightly if you really value them, because maybe they do want to be free in some ways, or maybe they have moved towards that.
Okay, let's do the Lenormand on that, I guess.
So it may be saying really that you can't be as clingy to some degree. Maybe this relationship needs more room to grow or to breathe in some respects, or that each of you need to find where you place the value at and work from that point towards each other.
Well, we haven't seen this one today.
or this one.
Yeah. So, maybe it is maybe it is what I said formerly about this card, that in time, maybe in time you could work things out and be successful in that process. The sun is very positive, and I feel like the lily sometimes speaks about maturity or longevity. So what I'm thinking here is over a period of time, if both parties are willing to work on it and work together, something positive could happen.
Well, it could be that the Three of Swords just speaks to the present idea that you haven't communicated in 2 months, but it doesn't mean that that is the judgment on the relationship. It could be that the other person has serious things that they are working through that are about evolving or growing through some process, or maybe they are just working on their own sense of career, vocation, situations that they need for themselves too. And the sun in a way sort of goes to the idea of striving for the best or wanting to be the best. So I feel like maybe they have a sense of busyness in their lives, and it may not be personal at all. It might be a good idea for you to try to reach out. I don't remember if you said that you're afraid of reaching out or that you haven't, but if you're expecting them to, maybe, with the holidays coming up, it could be, or at least the American ones, it could be the idea that you could try to maybe make a gentle reach out to them. But I do feel like they're really focused or within themselves on some issues of development, and it's not about moving away from you, but it feels that way because they need this time.
So I'm still going to stick with that Three of Swords as being a potential future card here, but it doesn't mean that it's going to necessarily end in separation. But you have to work it out. There's a possibility here to work on things if both parties are willing to and take the time necessary to achieve a positive result. And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that, V.
All right. And yeah, I called you Vinny once, but you're V. I'm sorry about that. Okay, it's Angel Mary who wants to know about romance for the rest of the year, I think they said. Yes, what's coming our way in love for the rest of the year. So
and yes, Violet, the list is definitely closed at this point, so we'll be done. Hi, Angel Mary.
Hi, Angel Mary. And I have your question. I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot. I love its soft, central feel for romantic type questions.
Silly boy. Get that Santa hat. Okay, we know there's trouble afoot. Mr. O bought a Santa type suit for the cats. I don't know who he thinks he's going to put it on, but I wish him luck.
I accomplished the sunflower around Sunny's head costume.
It's a whole different story. And then I remember you tried to get the elf hat on him. That was successful.
Yes, there's that one video of him just shaking it off.
Hi, Sonny. Aww. You're so adorable.
Maybe if we could tie it into his feeding schedule, then he'll wear it, because he'll have to.
Yeah, you have to have the... Yeah, you explain it to him. Not feeding you until you put the hat on, Sonny.
Santa Sonny, that's right. Kara. Kitties in Santa suits. Well, we only have one Santa suit, but we have an extra hat, so I vote the Santa suit for Sunny and the hat for Sassy. Shadow would probably bite my face if I tried to stick that hat on her. Okay. So, Angel Mary, our first card is Judgment upright. And then we have the King of Swords upright.
Interesting.
And then the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Well, off the top of my head, I'm thinking like it's got to be a lawyer or a judge, right? You're going to meet a lawyer or a judge.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
And I'm being a little silly, but it could be that if I saw more specific things. But the King of Swords could be somebody who's like a lawyer or a judge. Likewise with Judgment, though it speaks maybe more to the situation of evaluation of your life and or maybe commitment to expanding yourself spiritually or in other ways, starting over again. And in a way, the Seven of Pentacles sounds like somebody who's moving up from a period of, rest or inactivity, sort of a rising, like the whole traditional Judgment, spirits rising up and moving into a new life. So this could be saying that there is some energy here that does seem to be taking you for the rest of the year towards romantic possibilities. And if I didn't want to go with the idea that these represent actual people or for sure kinds of situations, I could say that it does revolve around the idea of your own positive mind about decisions or choices that you will find. That some of these choices that may actually show up to you, you may have to use your own positive intuition or sentiment to say, yeah, I think this person is interested in getting to know me better, or I think they're something different that appeals to me and that I feel this would take me in a direction I really want.
I'm sorry. We were wrestling for the pickle. Sorry.
Okay.
Kept him busy. But this is kind of an interesting reading, Angel Mary, also. I don't know if I see this legal eagle thing, but it could be an air sign coming into your life. It's possible there might be some past or karmic connections between the two of you. Could it be somebody who shared a past life with you? The Judgment card can be that way, kind of a reawakened, relationship. The Seven of Pentacles reverse to me indicates that I feel that it's time to make it. It may be time to make a move in a different direction now in some ways, to find this romance. Maybe you have to stop doing what you've been doing and do something differently, to abandon like your efforts or your thoughts about how this is going to happen and approach it differently. But I really feel like something potentially could be there. I almost feel that King of Swords is a person, and it could be somebody older than yourself too by a little bit. I won't say it's a lot. And they may be already kind of settled in a career of some sort. And it could be legal. It could be governmental. It could be something along the lines of social justice even. So that's sort of what I see here. It's a little vague, but it's coming at the end of the year. That seems pretty close. What I would also suggest to you is that, if this is not a person, what it might be indicating to me is that things will start opening up again and reawakening. There might be people who are becoming more interested in you. And maybe there's a possibility here with this king. I'm just thinking that maybe you'll have some choices, you might have some dates with more than, one person. And hoping that happens. It would be by the end of the year. And like I said, it's just a month, but it could happen.
Sonny says he will make it so by sniffing the cards.
You want this, don't you?
I do.
Again? You too?
So our first Lenormand is the cross, and then it's followed by the snake.
Wow, I just don't know what to say about that in this reading. The cross is often about, grief and sorrow and sadness. Maybe what this is saying is that, and then there's the snake. Are you harboring some kind of resentments or sorrows or sadness about some deceptions or betrayal that you had in the past? You know, it's really time to let that go now, so that you can move forward with a clean slate.
Well, I'm wondering too, because the snake influences the cross, I'm wondering if the idea that maybe you have issues, I won't call them necessarily grief, but maybe some issues of concern about really, trying to end up being in a romance again, does feel a little bit daunting to you in a way that maybe you question whether people, prospective mates or daters would deceive you or not. And so you feel like, it's a mixed blessing. You want to reach out to somebody, but you do want to be cautious. And I sort of feel too that it ties in with the sense of judgment, it's a cross and all that. And I think it's just saying that a part of you will want to be a little cautious going forward, mostly because you do have concerns about deceptions, and maybe that's based on where you've been. But ultimately, you really feel it is time, and maybe that energy of you feeling that way is what's propelling you towards a good situation. So be open to that.
Be open. Oh, good luck with that. Yeah, just really strange to get those at the end of what I thought was not a bad reading here. So I really feel that might be more oriented to things that are coming out of your past, those Lenormand. Well, good luck with that, Angel Mary.
So that's all we have then. And we are
Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave, that's right.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Tidal. Oh, did I miss Yes coming in? I did.
Yes is here.
Okay.
I knew that.
Well, Tidal
You're
Wave
welcome,
first,
Angel.
and then Yes. You're welcome, Angel Mary.
Ooh. I'm having jaw click issues.
Uh-oh. There it is. Unexpected money is coming. Let's see what we get. Let's see what comes up.
Well, what should I do with that? I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot again for this one. I like that question.
Money, money, come to me. I deserve prosperity. One of my favorite chants.
Yes, I like that. Burn a green candle while you're chanting it.
There you go.
All right, your turn.
Oh, that's okay. Pillow pets.
Or go candle, yes.
I remember those. They've been around for a little bit now.
Yeah, I remember
haven't
the
they?
pillow pets. Yeah, because we almost got one for Brandon, didn't we?
Were
Or
they
did we
that
get him
old?
something?
I don't know that they were
Well,
that old.
They might have had a different kind
Maybe
of
for
idea.
May. For
Maybe.
May.
Okay. That's what it was. You're right. It was for May or our grandchild. Yeah, get a gold candle title. Men must work. No, wait, that's the other chant. Money, money, come to me. I deserve prosperity.
I like that one though. Men must work, men must toil.
Break their backs till the
soil. None of that will be for me. Money will simply come to me.
And that's actually from Gundella the Witch, who was a
Oh, my
Detroit area
goodness.
fixture nearly 50 years ago. I was in junior high and I used to write her letters, and she would send me little things and wrote back, and she was very encouraging. She was on all the local TV shows, well, some of them around the Halloween season, and she claimed to be a hereditary Scottish witch. She would kind of make herself have green makeup all over, so some people were like, oh, she's that phony image. No, she claims that that was the Scottish trad she was from, where they did do green paint on themselves. I don't want to hear no bad stuff about that. I loved Gundela. I knew her daughter, who was violently murdered many years later. I didn't know her as well as my covenant, who knew her well. Yeah, use both. Okay. Title. Sorry we took so long there. The chariot.
No, he's not. Go on.
The chariot reversed. The Page of Cups reversed.
Oh.
This isn't going towards money at all. The King of Swords reversed.
Really?
So maybe we weren't focusing. We'll try a yes or no after we go through this, I think. We can just pull off a quick yes or no. So you're wondering if this feeling of unexpected money may be true. The Chariot says maybe this is something that isn't going to be unexpected. It may, well, maybe, you know, the Chariot reverse could be about unexpected things. But to me, it's also about the idea that maybe some things need more control or direction to manifest. So it may be saying green and gold candles, not a bad idea. Page of Cups reverse could be saying that, of course, with any kind of chanting for will effect, you need to have your belief in it too. So even if this is just a thought, you need to focus your belief on it. You need to not believe that maybe it was just a dream, but that actually you are attracting to that. King of Swords is about the willpower in this situation. Then we're talking about magical energies and willpower. The King of Swords says make sure you can really, really focus your will, and that if in general you're just thinking about this idea about whether money will come to you, it seems like it's a variable. I mean, maybe there is a possibility that something's coming to you, but once again, it may resolve on you really positively trying to attract that money to you as well.
So Chariot reverse to me, I just gotta say it, title is a standstill. It's stop. It's a full stop. Mr. O didn't say that, but I'm saying it. It's a full stop. And that doesn't mean you're wrong. You said what you said. I like it. But, and I want to go to something you said here, if I remember it now. But the Chariot's saying things are kind of stuck right now. And is it because maybe, you know, you've been maybe really dreaming about this, or, you know, your imagination's been working a little bit overtime on this, and you need to put more will behind it. See, that's why I wanted to get into what you said right there, because I do think that's key. And so, you know, if you want to make this dream or this feeling become a reality, you gotta kind of overcome whatever it is that's blocking it. And it may have to do with your actual willpower. So we're gonna do a yes/no, but before we do, I wanna do the Lenormand on this. Let's see if we can get a clue on anything else here that might be blocking it, or what advice it has.
You better pull a good one, Banshee.
Why does he always put this pressure on me?
Because of this.
Oh.
Oh.
Isn't that wild?
So
the key is to commit to it.
the key.
To put your will
Commit.
behind it. Oh my gosh, we got
So
the ring there.
right now I'm realizing that probably you have a good ability to work your will, to work energy, to work magic. And I think that's what it's saying is the key is really to be committed to that idea that unexpected money is something that you can magnetize towards yourself. You just need some gold and green candles and a chant or two and that kind of stuff.
You know, I've had it happen to me. I mean, I've made it happen.
We have.
But, you know, certainly not enough to retire off of. I had to retire.
And that's why we're here, my friends. And that's why we're here.
Well, that's not totally why we're here, because we're not getting rich off of this, let's just say. But the thing is that you can do this, you know, and when it happens, it's such a joy, you know. But don't get too cocky about it, because, you know, fate can be fickle.
I just like what the guys are saying.
Manifestation activated. Let's do
Activate.
that yes, no, and see. And regardless how that turns out, title, make it happen anyway. But
'Cause it's
let's
your
do it.
will that's
Use your
involved here.
cards. I'm taking this out for my
It's
next
your
reading.
willpower that's involved here.
Yes.
Not anyone else's, not even fate's. Because we are the wise and we can bend our will. That's what some of those words that we use mean, is to bend our will. All right. Well,
So hey
unexpected money
everybody,
comes
do you
here.
like ritual? Do you like meditation? Or guided journeys? Let's put it that way, guided journeys. Do you like tarot? Then you'll be excited about my December project. It's going to be another ritual kind of event where we will do a video. We'll be live in the chat and it will be very interactive. More details will be coming soon.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let me move this a minute so I can...
In the era just before the internet, we were running, we went into the internet, but it hadn't caught on yet. We were doing a pagan newsletter, and people would write to our P.O. box, and most of the time they were a lot younger people than us, and they would say, "Give me the magic. Show
all
me
you've
the
got
magic."
on magic and witchcraft and gimme. It was kind of like that.
Not even a self-addressed stamped envelope. They just
That's
wanted to say,
right.
"Give me something." Like, okay, here. Yes, Laura, I love it. Magnetize. And that's why, everybody that has ever talked about the power of positive thinking, the power of ritual ceremony, the power of focusing with candles, prayer, all of these things are tools meant for our use. Believe me. All right, here we go again. Thank you for the magnet, Laura. I love it. 1.
Oh my gosh, 3. Okay. Now the Page of Cups is upright. There it is. Gone.
You fooled me.
What's
All
that?
right, it's the High Priestess reversed.
Wow, how interesting that is. Talk about your contradictions again. So it's leaning towards no right now. And so, but that doesn't mean it's a definite no. And there is the positive aspect that this time the page is upright. And so I feel here that your intuition is going to play a role in this, So be mindful too, that you'll know when the time is right to work your magic, to manifest what you desire.
Lay down. Lay down.
Why don't you go ahead? Because you can...
Okay. I feel that although it leans towards no, you have some things that maybe are positive. The High Priestess reverse says that maybe this is more a matter of working out on that material level, that there's nothing really too mystical about it, that maybe some of this is just something that you have to put a little bit of effort into. So maybe you get something and somebody says, if you do this right now, send me this, send me that, an envelope, do this, do that. Not more money, but just do an action. You got to take that chance that maybe that's that click you need. Not a magical thing, but a physical opportunity that will manifest your money. And the Page of Cups is a message saying something good will happen. So I think it's still hedging. A lot of this still puts it on you, title, in a way, to use your own power of positive thinking and a sense of directing your willpower. I want that money.
So it's okay to dream this into reality, but don't let your don't, be sure that, you are in tune with your inner wisdom on this. The High Priestess reversed. I feel here that it is perfectly all right to follow this dream and believe it with your heart and soul. But make sure that, your judgment isn't being overly clouded by your dreams. And what?
Your hand.
Why?
We're going to show everybody how it's done.
Okay.
Money, right?
Okay.
Money, come to we.
We
deserve prosperity. Come on, everybody. Money, come to we. We deserve prosperity. Money, come to we. We deserve prosperity. Money, come to we. We deserve prosperity.
Build that energy.
I know, we looked
how
pretty
it's
silly
done.
doing that, didn't we?
Mr. O is being silly. All right. That's what we have for you. It's, it's saying that, hey, keep believing.
Violet.
Keep believing, because that is at least half of the battle, if not 2/3 to 3/4 of the battle. All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Thank you, Violet.
And is yes here?
As we saunter on towards
I kept trying to move Sonny. I kept trying. And he was
You're
ignoring
welcome,
me
Tyler.
while I was playing with his toys here, but finally he moved.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say, Tito. If any of this seems to be about things that are blocking your energies of manifestation, check out our YouTube channel and look for a video called The Swifting of Energies, or we can talk to you more about that later. The Swifting of Energies is a candle ritual that is supposed to try to transform negative or blocking cascading energies that just keep pinging back and forth. Take those energies and transform them towards a better purpose. The Swifting of Energies.
Is yes here? Maybe yes has moved on?
Well, we can give you a countdown. Did you want to do that, Violet?
Let's give it another moment. But we are so near the end here. So we have yes, Mama T, Seven Oceans, and Violet.
The Swifting of Energies is a spell or ritual actually devised by Dorothy Morrison, who writes for a number of book publishers. A mini friend of ours. We've known her for a few years. We're not tightly connected, but we adore her. And she gave us permission to give a demonstration of the spell, which is on our YouTube channel, The Swifting of Energies. All right, Violet.
All right, let's move on. Let's do Seven Oceans, and then, of course, we'll do Mama T.
All right. And they asked for a general reading for the next week.
Okay.
All right. And I believe they were going to come back for it, so let's just go for it.
Yes, that is correct.
Look at that sun, man.
Taking the space again. I tried, but I did not succeed. All right, Mr. O. I've shuffled it to death. Yes, the sunny sprawl, let's call it.
Not going to be likely.
All right, so what was this again, General, for
General
the next week? Well, hey, we're starting out with the Ten of Pentacles upright.
This is a good one, Seven Ocean Sky. Seven of Pentacles.
But lo and behold, the Chariot is reversed. Geez, and the Queen of Pentacles is reversed.
Queen?
Yeah. So, this is for the next week.
There's some challenges, I guess, to the overall security implications or some monetary features here. It may be that you haven't really pulled some forces together here, or maybe there's things that are going in differing directions which could have that effect, perhaps. It looks like maybe this is just saying in general, you do need to maybe work on yourself a lot. That's the Queen of Pentacles reverse. You need to work on yourself because maybe you are looking at, how you're directing or managing traffic, or how you're moving towards your goals. And the thing is that you can be moving towards a goal of something to do with your family, a sense of either solidarity, inheritances, things that maybe are foundational. This could be because of Thanksgiving coming up. Maybe this is a time for you to pull that. So maybe this is saying Thanksgiving time is a time for you to focus on yourself and to not necessarily be as driven, the Chariot reversed, but to think about family, the Ten of Pentacles.
The Ten of Pentacles was first, right?
Yes, it was.
And then?
Then it was the Chariot reversed.
Chariot reversed. Okay.
I started at the middle.
I can't see anything because he's in my way.
Well, look
okay?
over here then.
All right, I guess I gotta look at that and point at the cards up here because he is totally in my way. So I guess what I want to say about this is that I don't feel it's totally a really bad reading, even with these reversals. I'm beginning to think with the Chariot reverse, this is a time to slow it down. This is a time to slow it down because right now maybe you need to focus on you and your well-being and your self-care. And I think the Ten of Pentacles upright is indicating that, you know, everything is okay right now for you, that this is a good time for you to be able to do that. Because you seem to be in a good spot right now, financially or materially, that if you have to draw back a little bit and slow things down, this might be an okay time to do that. And take care of you a little bit. Have you had any health concerns lately or any issues, you know, that have been pressing on you, some stresses and anxieties? It's time to just do a little bit of self-care and take care of you instead of the others around you now, because everything is in a pretty good place, except maybe for you. So take the time that's needed to nurture yourself. I'm going to leave it at that. That's just something that hit me as I was pulling all those cards. So let me grab my Lenormand and see if we get anything that contradicts.
If Sonny barfs on any cards, I'm going to find my way to Staten Island.
Oh my gosh, if he does that on my cards, that's it for him. That's it for him on the show, Cara, so you better not encourage it.
You caused it because you put it into manifestation.
I got to repeat, a recent repeat.
I didn't.
I love it. It's just what I said.
The ring and the child.
So the child says, well, you know, usually I read it the other way, but honestly, I got to say it the way I feel it now. And that is, make a commitment to slowing down. Slow down right now. You know, take these things one step at a time. Take care of yourself. I think with the Chariot reversed and the child in this reading, I think that's really key.
I would agree with that. I mean, I think that the Chariot reverse could be talking about a couple things. It could be talking about overambition. It could be talking about not being prepared to make certain moves or not having the ability to do them. And this may be saying really that there is that, and this is saying mostly you have to take a smaller steps or perspective towards committing yourself to your goals here. I still feel that a lot of this is playing into the idea of the holiday weekend here because of what I saw there.
Maybe.
So it could also just be saying as a general reading that's happening, but in terms of other things where you have goals and stuff like that, this may be a slower time for you to work towards approaching them. And maybe it's because of the holiday season.
So we have for you Seven Oceans. Good luck with that. And we are on Mama T now, I think.
Oh, well, you should have told me that. Now I'm going to fine you, Kara. I'm going to fine you. And then I'm going to hug you and we're going to say, do you got any lasagna?
Oh, dear. All right. Hey, where's my sack of Lenormands?
Your sack of rice? Your sacrifice.
All right, so Mama T, did Mama T give us a question, Violet? Let's see.
Was it a general?
I don't remember.
She asks, will things coming work out?
Will things coming work out?
I have the question, Violet.
Okay.
I
Your
am
deck,
like Garfield.
Mr. O.
I do like lasagna. I do indeed.
Stop talking about lasagna so darn much. What's going on here?
Okay, well, spaghetti? I'm just, because I'm getting excited about making it. Because I really like making lasagna. It's like a zen
all
for me.
this talking, all I want is a Buddy's pizza. Will I ever get one? We have one not far away, and
Would
I
you go and
never
pick it
get
up?
one.
Would you go and pick it
Of course
up?
I would. I would go eat in there.
Sure you would.
I would.
Sure you would.
I would.
She's lying, everybody.
No, I'm not.
She's 50% lying. But which 50%?
Give it here. Let's throw 3 cards. If we need a yes, no, we'll do it.
Okay. Well,
Is that
that's
okay?
what Violet was suggesting, I suppose.
Yeah.
Let's just try to speed it up then.
Yeah.
I got a hot date with Disney Plus tonight.
I promised him I'd let him watch She-Hulk tonight, some of them.
We're eating leftovers and doing Disney.
But I do have some baking shows. He knows this, so we've got a window here.
I love stuffed shells. She would hate the mushrooms. Okay. Mama T. You have the 7 of coins, and it's reversed. No, I'm not flipping the deck, Angel or Violet. You have the Ace of Cups, and it's reversed.
Oh, no.
None of it.
Well, I'm the one suggesting not to do the yes, no, too. Is it reversed, too?
You have the
It's
10.
him. He needs to shuffle those cards better.
You have the 10. I know what you're thinking, everybody, but I never have a hand grenade when I need one.
Well, you would blow up, too, with that.
What a way to go.
All right. What are the cards? Read them again to me. I can't see a thing. Even here, it's too small.
Okay, the first one was the 7 of Pentacles reversed, then it was the 2 of Cups reversed, and then it was the 10 of Cups reversed.
Well, I would say this, Mama T. You know, this might disrupt plans a little bit, you know. There may be something about whatever's happening that may disrupt some plans, or it's going to cause a little bit of shuffling around, and it may cause some difficulties, you know, some arguments or disagreements between you and your partner. It looks like to me this is some upset in the household more than any other thing. I'm not sure it's not going to work out, but I do think there are adjustments that have to be made, and if they're not made, that could cause some upsets.
I think people have to also reckon with their own emotions between you and him a little bit, and realize that, you know, some of this may be about how we differ our expectations for these things too, and that to some degree we need to just be happy with, you know, the idea that any progress is some progress. So I feel that mostly from the 7 of coins reversed. It is coins, right? I wanted to say it was cups. No, it is cups. The 7 of cups reversed, really, though, is actually not bad. Maybe we misinterpreted that because it's 7 of cups reversed.
Oh!
So
that is totally
so
different,
we
but
have-
not exactly.
we have to, well...
Let me revise it.
Okay, go ahead.
The 7 of Cups reversed indicates that this is a good thing overall. Some good decision has been made, or some selection, some choice has been determined, some path has been determined. But the other stuff still holds. There may be some there may be some disruptions in family life due to this in some way.
Well, that's why I said what I did too, and the fact that it's all cups now sort of says that there is some differing expectations here, and so maybe not each of you are exactly happy with what is coming to you. So try to keep that in mind. Like I said, any progress is some progress. I still feel that you can kind of get past the emotional stuff between you and realize that there is still a family here, and you just have to, work a little tighter on uniting your vision.
Exactly.
Which is that Seven of Cups.
Right. I think
reversed.
that both of you may have your own stresses or worries and anxieties about the situation. And I kind of know you, Mama T, I feel, well, from a distance. But the personality reminds me of, even when times are good, you can't help but worry a little bit, can you? And so I do feel you have that about you. So there is a little bit of stress and anxiety, and don't let it get in, don't let it put pressure on this situation. Let's do a quick yes-no and just see if this situation itself is really going to work out in the end.
Okay, and I saw that tidal wave teenagers, and I thought you were calling us teenagers because we were being so silly here.
No, it was about the TV.
I realize that.
Yeah, She-Hulk.
I realize that.
I watched, last night I watched some of the Groot ones on, on Disney.
They were
They're
silly.
so cute.
Groot.
Baby Groot.
My son says that the Star Wars Andor series is really great, better than some of the other ones that have come out. We liked Mandalorian though, so.
I didn't mind Mandalorian. I didn't like a couple of episodes here and there, but mostly I really liked that one.
Yeah. I especially like the first season. I'm not sure I like the second one as much.
Well,
but
we
it was
all
okay.
like Baby Yoda, let's face it. What's not to like there?
Well, I don't know. When he was swallowing the little tadpoles.
Okay, that was
a
kind of
little
like, stop
gross.
that, Baby Yoda. Yes, don't
It
do
was
that.
kind of evil in a way.
Okay.
Now, I hope everybody knows, but she actually did flip it. So if it comes out reverse, then you were wrong.
I'll count them.
No, it's my deck.
I want to count them.
It's my deck.
Wait a minute. That's not an ace? What is that?
Oh.
Oh, is it the king where it's got the ring on it?
It might be the queen,
Okay.
because the figures
That's
are
all
wide.
right.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I thought tuning into us and because of the child. Once again, I'm
Oh my gosh!
positive yes.
Well, let me give you the cards. Sorry. It's definitely yes, Mama T. So there may be some tension, some stress, some anxieties, like we
Three
mentioned.
aces. We don't get that often.
With all the cup cards, but 3 aces is a definite yes. This is going to work out.
Now, Sonny, sneeze on them or something and we'll know it's true. He sneezes a lot.
Woohoo! I just think that's good news, Mama T. So good luck with that. Did we do?
Aw, that's cute,
Did
tidal
we
wave.
do the Lenormand
No, we
on
didn't.
this yet? Then here. Oh, it's adorable.
Here you go.
Okay.
I was surprised how quickly the Thor movie came out on DVD after it had been out. But I don't think Black Panther Wakanda Forever will come out that quickly. So we got the lilies in addition to the 3 aces and the dog. And I suppose that just says be loyal to the idea of growing and changing.
Well, when I look at the lilies and the dog in this case, I'm thinking, in time, you will really be able to feel more, that you can trust that this is working out. It'll take a little bit of time and working together, building that, trust or that bond. Maybe if this has, I don't know if you were talking about, a situation like of employment or something, it may take time to build a trust level here that things will work out. I just think it looks great overall.
All right, Mama T.
Good luck with that, Mama T. And now
I'm sorry we made you late.
Uh-oh. Bye, Angel.
Bye, Angel. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. What do you got here? What message does Goddess Bridget have for me this holiday week? It was a student that was late. You misread that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Angel.
Bye-bye, Angel. Have a good one.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving for sure. All right. Oh, my deck. I'm just sitting here.
Well, it's been a crazy couple of hours here.
Oh, wait, we're not using that one for Violet.
And now we're on
I'll use
Violet.
this one. Use the Sufi Tarot. I almost used the Nightmare Before Christmas, Violet.
Violet, thank you for letting us drive you crazy.
Oh, Gilded Royale. Okay. Better. Oh, gosh, everything's a mess here. No. My goodness. That deck is too huge.
Oh, I thought you were saying you are correct.
I've got it. Don't worry,
We
Violet.
drive you crazy. One of the founding members of our group, their name was Bridget.
All right. Now this is a nice, easy to shuffle deck. I am going to put these away. All right. But I do love this deck. It's beautiful.
It's a pretty deck. I really like it. I like most of Cyril's works.
Oh, yeah. I might be bringing out one of his other ones next week or going in a different direction. I have not decided yet. All right.
Hiccups.
All right, then. Well, it's a Three of Cups reversed. And it's another 3. And it's reversed. But the good news is at least it's a little better that way. It's the Three of Swords reversed. Oh! It's I better turn my deck around. It's the Ace of Wands reversed.
Bridget says, try again next week.
Hey,
No, I'm teasing.
you wanted this deck.
Ace of Wands reverse.
So the Three of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. Well, and this is the message Bridget has for you, is that, sometimes things, sometimes when you were expecting positive energy and happiness and joy and celebration, it may not turn out the way you had planned. But Bridget says, lick your wounds, heal your wounds, and move on. I feel that Ace of Wands and that Three of
Swords.
Cups fit together here.
Okay.
Excuse me. And I just wanted to say that, see, things, a good beginning or a positive project you wanted to pursue just doesn't turn out for you. and there's no reason to celebrate and you're feeling kind of glum. Bridget says, don't let that stop you. Lick your wounds and move on. Take the time it is to mourn it, learn from it, and move on like the warrior you are. Because Bridget, she has that element about her too, that warrior energy as well. She was a Smith
it's kind of
person.
funny because you see the various aspects of her. You see
Yes.
the healing aspect in the Three of
Yes.
Swords. You see the warrior aspect to some degree in that Ace of Wands.
And the creative aspect.
And the creative
in the
aspect
Ace.
in the Cups. So I think I agree with Banshee.
Wand, not cup. Oh, the Three of Cups. I'm sorry, I was thinking of the Ace of
Well,
Wands.
you ought to be. You're
Okay.
always interrupting and saying you know what I'm saying, but you don't always. So, the Three of Swords reversed. This is really Bridget saying you can heal yourself, or you need to keep yourself thinking about healing yourself here. And that also, too, really, not everything you try to start is meant to work out or is meant to work out quickly. Sometimes it has to have more of a challenge for you because there's growth or there's learning there. And so sometimes not everything can be enjoyed exactly the way you want, but you still are bid by Bridget to see what the points of reflection are that you can enjoy, and then you can maybe work that process over to do it again.
Right. The Ace of Wands doesn't necessarily mean never either.
Right.
It just may be a timing thing. There may be delays. There's things that get in the way. Like, for example, we're heading into the hectic holiday season. And for some people, that could mean other things. Maybe not in your case, but big family gatherings or other things take over, Like, for example, making sure your child has a happy, and magical holiday season may pull you away, from some of the other things you hope to accomplish. So there may be some poutiness or a lack of joy or a feeling that things are just, there's no reason to celebrate. But Bridget says, hey, tomorrow's another day, and you'll get there. And let's do the Lenormand on that note. Boy, this thing just won't let go of me today.
Nice.
No.
Key.
No. Did I get the key? No, not once.
I got it twice, didn't I?
I know. Well, you get at least once.
Where's Anthony? Fox and Anchor.
Just stay true to what you're doing. Be anchored there. Anchor yourself to doing your best job possible. There's no regrets here. There's no recriminations. So it just says stay true to yourself here. Stay anchored. Stay anchored in the work, because the Fox is about work.
And I don't know why, but when I think of the fox, for some reason just now I'm getting the idea that maybe it's not always, but maybe it's an avatar of Bridget in a way, that it's a sense of saying this quality, is dynamic for you. It's a little bit alluring, but it also has its business cut out for it too. Anchor yourself to that idea.
Well,
anchor yourself that you can be more than one thing. You can be charming and foxy as well as just down to business and about business.
Well, the Fox is crafty, and so is Bridget in a sense. She was very much a craft person,
That's awesome.
I know. So it's kind of neat in a way, too. And let Bridget guide you. She was the master smith person, creative poet, healer. Let her guide you through this, this time of, where you might just feel like, oh, I'll never get to where I want to be, or I'll never get this thing off the ground. Yes, you will.
I think this is a good message from Bridget. And, I don't know about you, but in my quality of embracing Wicca and goddess things, I always feel that the goddess never gives us a burden harder than we can bear. And so everything is really a challenge, and the goddess would never give us something that would totally defeat us. That even in the worst circumstances, there's something there that we can take to inspire us.
I shut off the snowman, and that means I'm cutting him off.
Actually, my dear,
No.
it's the other way around.
Is it back on?
It's back on.
Shame on you. All right. We've had enough shenanigans and fun today, and we want to thank you for putting up with us. Those of you who stayed and endured
And we want to
all.
feel sorry for you when you're putting up with me.
So, have a great rest of your day. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. We will see you next Sunday. Absolutely.
But don't forget to watch the programs. They will be
Yes.
on Goth Tarot, Emotional Exchanges, and of course, Material Matters, not Happy Hour.
If you miss us, watch our videos. Absolutely. All right, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.